Is the NFL getting it right with Ezekiel Elliott? Um, that's a this is a tough one. I feel like Zeke is in a tough spot. I also believe that he put himself in a tough spot. Um, so what's happening is he's getting 6 games. I know I'm late to this. I know a bunch of y'all already know about this, but he's getting a 6-game suspension. Which I don't like because the Cowboys play my Giants first, and I want the Cowboys at full speed, full power. I don't want no excuses, win, lose, draw, whatever. I don't want any excuses, but whatever. So, a lot of people are upset that he's getting a 6-game suspension. I don't all the way agree with it, to be honest. So, what's happening is the NFL is saying that he didn't prove enough to show that he didn't hurt her. A lot of people say, well, a lot of the scars were there before he got there or something like that. But they was like, when they went back to look and when they dug up the story, a lot of those scars appeared when he was there, when he's already in the picture. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry. It doesn't look good. So when you can't prove your innocence, even if the law outside can't find anything or anything like that, we have to realize as football fans that it's not the law, outside that's going to decide if he can play or not, or decide if his case is closed or not. Because what happened with the Ray Rice case was they was done with his case in a couple of days, and he only got 4 games. Then more information popped up. Remember, the video popped up and they were like, whoa, we messed up. And they tried to give him 6 games. He took the NFL to court. The NFL lost. So it really made the NFL look pretty stupid. So what the NFL did this time was like, you know what? We understand that the case is closed. We understand that, the cops couldn't find nothing. But to keep us from looking dumb again, we got to double check. Now, if I'm an innocent man, and I feel like if y'all the fans, if Cowboy fans, y'all truly 100% believe that he is innocent, then y'all should not care how long it takes the NFL. Even if it takes them 2 years, well, that's exaggerating, but even if it takes them 2 years, you shouldn't care, because if you're an innocent man, nothing's gonna come up. Nothing. If I'm an innocent man and they're trying to take my job, they're trying to make me sit out games, and it's $8 million, Zeke is gonna miss out on $8 million if he missed these games. $8 million. So if I'm innocent, I want you guys to take as much time as possible to clear me. I don't want anything unchecked. I don't want any stone unturned. I don't want anything. I don't want y'all to go back and say, oh, well, this happened. No, I don't want no 30 for 30 to come up about me and say, oh, well, if the NFL would have looked harder. No, I'm innocent. I want y'all to look, shoot, I'll help you, But like Chris Carter said, he said, there's more information to the story that contrasts to what Zeke was giving out. So it was a lot left. It was a lot left over. So when he gets this heavy fine, it's because there's something else that he didn't show. There's some of the evidence that he may have hidden, he may have gotten rid of, or whatever. Now Zeke messed himself up, because even after that incident, he does the titty thing. And I mean, whatever. It's St. Patty's Day parade. It seemed like the girl didn't have a problem with it, whatever. But you're a player of the NFL. You can't do that. Like, you have to understand, yes, you're an NFL player. Yes, it's a game. Yes, you're doing something that you love to do. But you have to realize you're not representing yourself. In college, you're representing yourself more than your team, because 9 times out of 10, people really didn't know you like that in college. You know, so it's not like if you did something like the news will have to put out where you what school you play for and all that type of stuff. Ezekiel Elliott, you came out and rushed for 1,600 yards and was the offensive rookie of the year. People know you. You know, you can't do certain things. Like once you in the NFL and once you do certain things, you can't do other things anymore, you know? So when Zeke Elliott is pulling a girl's boob out her chest, out her shirt, it's not a good look. And it makes it look bad on you because it's letting the NFL know this kid isn't learning anything. He's not learning anything. You just get out of the hot grease and you do something else that makes no sense. Then you out here punching DJs. And what that was, I think that was like a couple of weeks or a month span of time between the last incident. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't do that. If you're in the NFL, you are watched under a microscope. You're watched under a microscope, and there's some things that you can't really afford to do anymore. Not saying you can't have fun with your life, because in the NFL in the off season, you can't have fun with your life. But even in the off season, during the season, you got to realize you're representing the shield, and there's certain things you can't do. And the NFL now is cracking down harder because they don't want to have anything against them. No knocks, no nothing against them. They want to look as clean and as pristine as possible. Do I agree with 6 games? No, because I see something about text messages that the girl lied with her friend or something. The text messages look weird, so I don't know if they were photoshopped or not, but I saw that if it is true, then you have that to look at. But from what they're saying is he didn't have anything to prove his innocence. They said if he would have went to court, he would have been found guilty. You're seriously, like, you're fighting against something. And if you're really not guilty, and the first time I can't prove my innocence, and the NFL want to take a long time, I'm happy because they're gonna do the extra work. They're going to do the extra work to make sure that I'm found not guilty. And then on top of that, bro, while they're doing their investigations, make their investigation easier by not doing anything. Make their investigation easier by, doing what you're supposed to do, on and off the field, making sure you ain't in no trouble, making sure you ain't on no news headlines. Because you already in there, and the fact of the matter is, Cowboys fans, you may hate this, but Jerry Jones doesn't have the best track record of holding his team, his players in check. He doesn't have the best track record of that. So when you're at Dallas and there's people already doing that, like, you should at least set the tone that as a Cowboys player we can handle certain things and still keep our composure. So when you get 6 games, at the end of the day, I don't like it because I feel like it's some like holes in the theory of the NFL. But at the end of the day, if you can't prove your innocence, if you can't prove you didn't do it, and you can't keep yourself right, dude, it might serve you right to sit out these 6 games. Watch your team struggle. I think that's what get a player right the most, when you watch your team struggle, and you know for a fact you could have helped. If your team lose 21-14, and the running back that y'all have, whoever y'all have, only rushed for 85 yards, 82 yards, 45, and you know good and well Zeke could have came up in there, got 2 touchdowns off 156 yards. Make them watch. Sometimes that's what you need. Because I feel like even Zeke's dad was like, he can't handle stardom. He can't handle stardom. He can't handle the lifestyle because it's too attractive to him. Sometimes you need to sit the guy down. But he's going to appeal it. If he appeal it, I think he's only going to get 4 games, something like that. Which is still, it's okay. It's okay. But I personally don't think that he'll win, because I feel like if the league waited this long and they still give him 6 games, then they got something that they have something on him that he can't fight. They have some evidence. They have something that he cannot fight. So it's just something that we're gonna have to wait and see. I also saw an article. It said that the NFL wrote, basically, I'm paraphrasing, basically, you can't get in any more trouble with the law. You can't, do anything else outside the character of the NFL, or they'll add more suspension time or NFL ban. To me, that's way too far for a kid that's only played for a year. Come on, NFL. Like, I get y'all trying to make a statement. I get y'all trying to say nobody's above the law, but that's far too much for this kid. He's young, he's talented, and I'm not saying that should take, that should be a step higher than who he should be as a person. But he's a kid. He's still growing. He's still learning. If you're gonna pop him on the hand, make him miss a couple of games, but don't ban him from the NFL. That's way too much NFL. That's way too much NFL. But yeah, I think he should just take these games. Like I said, I don't agree with it because I want my Giants to play them 100%. But you just gotta learn that everything is not always fun and games. Like, everything isn't always a joke. Like, if you're in trouble and you're already in a sticky situation, as soon as you get into the league, you should probably stop. You should probably slow down. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but don't put yourself in situations to where you're gonna hurt your case instead of help your case. It's too much happening with players as it is. Just relax, man. Calm down. He gonna appeal it. I hope he come out on top. I hope he get out all right. I hope he didn't hit that girl for real. And the NFL, just maybe making a misstep. I hope he didn't hit that girl. But the way that the NFL is acting, with how long it took, and with how thorough they were. NFL was very thorough this time with how much expense they made to see if he was innocent or not. They may have something, so like I said, I just hope he's not. I hope he didn't make that mistake. But hey, we'll see. Like I said, I know I'm a little bit late to the topic, but there was a whole lot of stuff going on as far as, the news and whatnot. A lot of players getting hurt, but I thought I should speak on it. It's just a rough spot, kid.